Hey, hello. So a while back I put up some Java apps that I had managed to get packaged, but actually I made that video way back in early February. And I just scheduled it to appear after I had introduced Java. So if you're wondering why my beard and hair is constantly changing, then now you know. Um, Today I want to talk about a few more Java apps that I've done recently. The first one of those is Dr. Java. This is an IDE, integrated development environment for Java. And as you can see, it contains its own compiler, which is quite ancient. But Java is pretty good with backward compatibility, so anything you write in here should be able to run in something more recent. Okay, so I'm not a Java programmer, so I can't really demonstrate it. There is another one in the repo, the depot, I should say, and that is called NetBeans, and it is utterly enormous. Now the thing about Dr. Java as well is that it, for some reason, when I'm running this, I can't run any other Java apps. It just takes up too many resources. But this is a simpler, presumably easier alternative to NetBeans. So where do you get these Java programs? Well, you download them. I'll put a link in the show notes, and obviously I've done it already and I have installed most of them, but let's just go through the motions again here. And as you can see, these Java apps are actually quite big. Very un-Haiku-like. Okay, let's close this down, close that down. Next thing I want to talk about, Commander. And this is the latest one I could get to work. Now, in the last Java video I showed you something called Java Commander. This is the same sort of thing. But this is a very venerable program. It's been around for a long time. And it can connect to a server and all that sort of thing. Well, we don't have Bonjour on Haiku, but one day we will. And then this should be able to pick that up. So that is Commander. Next one is Borg. And this is a calendar app. Right, so it gives you a variety of views. Let's go have a look at my to-do I have to do this today. Well, I'm doing it, so we can say that is done. But I didn't delete it, so it's still here, it's just crossed out. Right, and what else have you got here? You got an address book, which of course does not interact with person files on Haiku. It's also quite an old program. It's been around for a while, and it's quite stable, really. Okay, let's look at something else, and that is Sharp Tools. And here we go. Sharp Tools is a spreadsheet. So file format is CSV, and I have boot, home, desktop. I've created one just to try it out. So if I now change the value here, you should see the values at the bottoms change. And so it does. So if you want a spreadsheet, it's not Excel, it's it's not even Lotus 1, 2, 3, but you know, the basic elements are there, you know, and you could run this as your spreadsheet. So I've been feeling my way around it. As you can see, you start a formula with an equal sign, not a plus, not an at sign, an equals. There are different ways of doing these things, and you indicate a range with a colon. Those of you who are into spreadsheets will know what family of spreadsheets this resembles. Yeah, let's save it. Okay, where is the one that I just installed? That's strange, it's not showing up. Okay, let's just have a look at encrypted notepad. This is the most basic notepad you've ever seen in your life. It doesn't even have cut and paste in here. But if we now save this file, it's going to ask for a password. Alright, put it on the desktop. Okay, let's close this down, and if we open this with PE, you will see that, yep, this thing is encrypted. Don't lose the password, because without that password, you will never ever find it again. Right, what was encrypted notepad? Let's see if we can open that back up. Okay, you have to put in your password twice, bit of an overkill. And there you go. So for really confidential information, this is where you want to put it. Okay. Right. So something went wrong with that easy calc. Where did it go? Right, let's talk about ZAG. I'm not a gamer, I've told you that. But these are old text-based games. And I went through 150 of these things, and I found about 60, 70 that work with this. And so I've included them all. So let's see. Let's try this one. Your name is Chip and you're a monk, blah, 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 blah. What kind of monk runs around with a katana? Okay, so let's say go. And okay, so it's a bit of a blast from the past. This follows a format for these games called GLOLX, and the actual files are called gblorb. Let's close this thing and open another file, and so you can see here I've even got a few in German, in Spanish. I had some in French, but they didn't work in this. Now, GLOLX is only one format for these text-based games. And I will be looking into, look, there's some Russian ones here. Let's have a look at it. Okay, you have to enter a few times to get this one to work. I have no idea what this means because I don't speak Russian. Right. Okay, so have fun playing these games. I don't have the patience for it. But I've tested them at least to the first screen, and some of them I've tested, just a little bit further. Okay, what else have we got? Yeah, what happened? Oh, the reason I can't find Easy Calc is because I put it in desktop applets. This is a calculator, but not as you know it. Right, it's let's make that times, or make it minus, make it a division, make it plus. Okay, so that is an unusual little calculator. Yeah, I'm just a sucker for weird interfaces, what can I say? And that is all I have for you today. A couple of more Java-based applications that you can install and play around with. Okay, so if you're on a resources constrained system, try not to run too many of them at the same time, because Java takes up a lot of resources. Hey, we should always use native Haiku apps whenever possible, but some of these things haven't been touched for 7 years and I can still get them to work. It's amazing. Okay, so that's it for today.